to water the plants. Yay! Oh, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name's Melissa. Let's talk about plants. Welcome to my channel where we talk about all things plants and we try out new things like that intro. Did you like it? Hit that thumbs up. Today is a very hot day. Today I am going to, just making sure my neighbor's not outside so I don't look weird. I am going to be doing a outdoor houseplant tour. A lot of my plants are in the front yard, which is north facing. This is east and that's south. There's not very much back there, and there's not very much here. Most of them are in the front, so I'm going to start in the back and save the best for last, which means don't go anywhere. Grab a glass of wine, no I'm not naked, glass of wine, whatever it may be, and stay a while. All right, let's jump into it. Okie dokie, Smokey. Again, things I've never said before. I also see a plant on the floor, but there's a reason that's there, and I'll tell you in a minute. This is my backyard. We have some pretty big trees here, and it is south facing, but as you can see, there's lots of shade in this corner, and pretty much coleus love this soil. The soil is garbage because you get these little pine needles that fall down. But they love it. They love the acidity, I guess. I don't know. That's what David says. I just go along with it. So this is coleus, little chimney flue island. I grew half of these coleus by seed. And yeah, the other ones I bought just so I can fill some up here. I didn't fill them all. This one was actually gifted to me. I love coleus. They're gorgeous, they're easy to care for, and they're beautiful. Here I have a Trandus cantiana nook. As you can see, it's like it was struggling in the house with so many different pests and just not happy. But since I've put it outside in this little planter, it's just thriving and living its best life. So I'm super happy about that guy. And the one that's on the floor is, okay. I think this is I can't remember. I'll put it on the screen. David was trying to winterize it, and then he's like, go get that plant from the basement. So I did, and it was covered in aphids. And then I was like, well, I'm just gonna plant it here. And then the wind went like that, and I left it there. Oopsies. Here I have some cannella, oh shit, it's weed. Literally 10 seconds later, I just pulled out some weeds. Okay, these are canna lilies. There's 3 different colors in here. We have this beautiful, like green and yellow variegated one. And then we have the yellow and red and green variegated one. And then we have just a regular green one. And there's a baby, there's 2 babies there. And I think there was a baby here as well. And this is just a little tomato plant that was in here. I don't know if David, when we were planting them that day, I don't know if he like had intentions of putting this in here because it was just sitting in here and I decided to plant it. So it's gonna grow the best tomatoes ever. Here I have a banana tree. Fun fact, this was from last year and the original one was in the middle and then all of these popped up and the original one died over the winter. But the little ones are still there. So I think there's like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 banana plants in there. And then just over a bit, we have another one of these. I think there's 2 of these in here. There's a bunch of them. And then there's another red one that was struggling, but that's okay. Sitting on the fence of my garden here, I have a ponytail palm. This was gifted to me a very, very long time ago by my friend Amanda. When I brought it outside, it kind of got a little bit sunburnt, but it's a pretty hardy plant. It'll do just fine. It'll be fine. Not worried about it. Hello, you're not supposed to be picking those flowers, Missy Boo Boo. Okay, so now walking to the east side of my like house, I guess here, I have a hosta that I bought this brand new. So I bought the bulb, so I put it in here. I guess there's nothing else to talk about with that. And this is supposed to be a black leafed geranium. For one, the geranium leaves are different and they're supposed to grow black flowers. So I don't know, hopeful. Again, I bought this as a bulb. On my back patio here, I have a Madagascar jewel that 1 got sunburnt, 2 has been knocked over 300 times, and 3 I don't even really like. But it seems to be doing okay back here, so I'm just going to let it ride out the summer and see what happens. I won't be sad if this one goes. And then this is my, I can't remember the name of it, but I'll put it on the screen. It is a form of calathea, which hate me, but I put this guy out here and nothing happened to him. He's happier out here than he is in my house. So he's definitely staying outside. I think he really likes the humidity, and I hope that he just blows up. All right, so staying on my patio here, I'm going to be showing you a couple plants that I brought outside that did not acclimate very well to the outside world. They got a little bit sunburned, but they're not dead. I still have a lot of hope for them. With that being said, acclimate your plants to the outside world if they live inside majority of the time. I will drop a link for the video that I made about that down below. I have a fun little video I made, and let's just talk about the more struggling plants that I have here. All right, so this guy is my lipstick plant, my black pagata, whatever, lipstick plant. And as you can see, those leaves are very, very light. That's sun damage, but it's still thick and hardy, and I have a lot of faith in this guy. This is my variegated wax ivy. Ivy hate me, and it hated me. I don't even know how this is still alive from last year. And I thought I would bring it out here. That's some new growth. I'm just gonna kind of ignore it because I have high hopes. Ivy are pretty easy when it comes to high light and humidity, so there's that. And then just over here, I was gifted a cutting of a fiddle leaf fig. So I have high hopes for him too because I can't keep these guys alive. Some more here on Struggle Island. This is my Dieffenbachia reflector. Botched it by accident. Clearly it got sun damage, but it's not going to stop growing. I'm hoping that it just bounces back. These two ferns are perfectly fine. This is a blue star fern and a bird's nest fern. This one may have gotten a little crispy, but I want to say that's due to humidity. And this is a crocodile fern. This guy had nothing on it. This is just a regular German ivy, and now it's growing back, so I'm super happy about that. And then sitting here just on the floor is some snake plants, which I'm probably the most upset about. As you can see, they are very light and discolored. The sun has done that. I've decided that these are pretty cheap plants, so I'm not that upset about it. I didn't even really like that guy. So I'm just gonna keep them out here and see what they do and just go with the flow. All right, so usually we put this in the full sun, but it's been inside for a while, so I put it on the east side, and I actually kind of like it here, to be honest. It's right in between my barbecue and some tomato plants, but this is our hibiscus. There would be a bloom on it if Heidi didn't rip it off, but I can see a brand new bloom popping up there. Blooms beautiful pink flowers, and pink and orange, I think. And yeah, we've had this guy for about 3 years. He comes inside every winter with us. And then just kind of panning off to the behind me, I have two ficus tenekis. These guys were struggling. They were here last year and they were really happy. And since putting them out here, they're always throwing out new growth. They were covered in scale, not horribly, but enough to make me upset. And ever since being out here, it's amazing what predatory mites or outside insects do, because I don't see any more scale. So I'm super happy about that. And then here I just have a little ficus burgundy, which is just, I don't know what I'm doing with that. And then just sitting in the middle of my much needed to weed herb garden is just a little pink confetti syngonium. These guys love to be outside, so I am happy to have them here. All right, let's go to the front, which is north facing. So just to remind you guys, my front porch is north facing. So starting on my front step, I have one very large coleus, and then I have another very large coleus. It's a mixed coleus on each side. Some of this stuff might be watered. It's been really hot here. So on this side, I have my foxtail fern. I have a dracaena, kind of like a rainbow dracaena. And then we have a variegated spathiphyllum, one of my favorite plants, and it thrives and absolutely loves its life. Like, you guys, there's one, two, three, 4 blooms. 4 blooms on this guy. And like, look at that. Look at that. It's just so happy. And then just on this side, I have a lemon lime Dracaena, which also loves it out here. This plant used to be so small and it's just like huge now. This is just my cat palm or parlor palm. It does have a few dead leaves, but I just need to cut those off. I do need to do a little bit of plant maintenance, but don't we all? This is my Ficus benjamina, my variegated one. You guys, if you have one of these guys, they love the humidity. Do you see all the light green leaves? Yeah, this guy is super happy out here. These are all brand new leaves. And they just, it's not in direct sun, south facing, under a porch, and just is absolutely loving its life. This guy here is my philodendron green goddess. He used to be on my front step, but we had some heavy rain about a week ago and he got really drained. So I kind of moved him back. So there's that, I might move him back. This is my striped Tradescantia. I can't remember the name of it. But again, if you guys have Tradescantias of any form, put them outside. Not in direct light. Don't ever put your plants in direct light. But you guys, the humidity, they love it. And then up here, my one and only rainbow Tradescantia that I have. And hopefully he just keeps living his best life here. And then up on the top shelf, I have this pretty large, like, variegated peperomia. I'm not a huge fan of peperomias, but again, this guy is pretty happy out here. One of my favorite aglaonemas. This is another aglaonema that keeps falling over because it needs a heavier pot, but it's fine. And this is, okay, this is just a weed, but it looks like oxalis, shamrock plant. So I keep it in there because it kind of looks cute. This is my variegated goldfish plant, which was struggling inside, but there is like a lot of new growth. It's never really bloomed for me, and it's struggling, but it's not struggling any more than it was inside. So again, high hopes. This is my Pearlton Jade Pothos. This is all brand new growth. Again, pothos like to be outside too. Again, not direct sun, minus this dead leaf. These are plants that I'm gonna be selling, so we're not really gonna talk about that. This is my very large, just regular green ZZ plant. And then just in this corner, I have a white butterfly syngonium. I just put him outside, so I'm not sure if he's going to like it very much. And this is one of my large Dieffenbachias. And then in the back, I have this little cute corner here that I put some vintagey stuff. These are shade-loving plants. So I have here another Dieffenbachia, which is super happy out here. And like, that's a new leaf. Like, all of my plants are just growing. And just wait for this guy. This is one of my favorite aglaonemas. You guys, do you see this? 2 blooms in 1 shoot. Stop. Lots of little cobwebs. That's one thing that sucks about putting your plants outside. You have to really check them when you bring them back in. But isn't that the cutest? So adorable. And then just down below I have another little aglaonema, and then I have kind of like an emerald green or silver stripe. I don't know. I don't really know the names of these guys. And this guy's loving his life too. This is my Gryphon begonia. It's always been struggling, and I just put it out here yesterday, so I don't know if he's gonna survive, but I guess we'll see. And then I have 2 really large Boston ferns. I have one here, and then I have one here. And then I accidentally killed my money tree. Well, I didn't kill it, but it got sunburned. This is all sunburn. So these guys are really resilient. As you can see, that's brand new growth. There's brand new growth there, and there's brand new growth up here. So those leaves will drop. It'll be kind of sad, but I'm not mad about it. And then I don't really want to show you these close up because they need to be watered, but that is a variegated ginger, and then I have another variegated ginger right here. All right, you guys, and that concludes my outdoor houseplant tour. I hope you enjoyed everything in this video, and I'll see you guys next time. XOXO, MM.